Namaste. The divine essence that flows through me greets and acknowledges the divine essence that flows through all of us. So good evening. This evening we'll be working on the prayer energy of groups. Again, working from Thich Nhat Hanh's book, a wonderful book on the energy of prayer and meditation. It's a fascinating book. This week we'll be working a little bit more on the meditative side. I would say the 1970s, a fellow came to the U.S. by the name of Maharishi Mahesh Yogi, and he started the Transcendental Meditation movement. And one of the things he did was to do some experimentation on the effects of meditation. And he had a helper when he did one particular test in New York, a young upstart who just transplanted here from India and was working in an emergency room in Boston. Shows you where things can go. He's now working with Oprah Winfrey on the mindfulness diet and the 21-day meditation program to raise global consciousness. And his name's Deepak Chopra. This is back when he was just getting started. I was trying to hold that back. It's really ironic how the humble beginnings that many of these people have. But anyway, they were doing this experiment in New York City, one of many they did with several hundred people that were meditating in a room. And Deepak was doing tests on the various people for various hormone levels to see if what effect the meditation was having on their state of awareness and their degree of relaxation and just general well-being. And he found that throughout the group, they had generally raised levels of all these good hormones and reduced levels of the hormones of stress and so forth. And that was an interesting part of the experiment, but lots of people have shown that since then. But what they found out by expanding the experiment was that they went out for a 3-block radius in New York City around this building and asked people to participate in the test right afterwards, and learned that actually most of them had also increased the levels of the good hormones and reduced the levels of the bad hormones, so that energy was actually, besides just helping the people that were in there doing the meditating, was actually creating an energy field around them that was improving everyone's well-being. And they went on to do other tests where they went into a town, I believe it was Detroit, which has had one of the highest crime rates at the time, and through these programs of intense meditation, were able to reduce the crime rate by significant factors during the time period that they were doing the meditation. So that's what this little chart actually shows up here. Everybody thinks of it themselves as sort of being one little individual praying to some, or meditating and sending intention, awareness to, or receiving from some entity outside of ourselves. And if we're praying or sending prayerful meditation intentions towards someone, that being B, and that B could be anyone or anything. Instead, it shows and Thich Nhat Hanh points it out in his book, that we see ourselves as this entire energy field, with the group being the A's in the upper right-hand corner, and then the various letters in the lower, the upper left-hand corner, and the various letters in the lower right-hand corner being the people that are affected by it. And not only does it affect the people B, that is the people that are in the group, but people around the area, and also affects A, the person actually doing the meditation. So these are wonderful experiments, and they sort of were the cornerstones of setting off the meditation movement in the U.S. And oh my gosh, so many studies have been done. Dr. Gary Schwartz in the University of Arizona, and Professor William Tiller wrote a whole book on experimentation, and then the intention experiment by Lynn McTaggart. She pulled it all into a huge book of all these experiments, and it just really was mind-boggling, the things that group energy can do towards changing consciousness and bringing good stuff into being. So I think that's where we're going to head tonight, using some of the principles from Thich Nhat Hanh's book and using them towards our group consciousness to help not only ourselves, but anyone out there that we feel could use this energy, and then also allowing it to go way beyond that to raising the global consciousness and maybe bringing some wonderful stuff into our planet that certainly could enjoy some of that energy. So now let us get into our program a little bit further with some vibrational attunement with the bowls. And so as we get ready to move into that space of meditation, let's just contemplate this beautiful insight by Thich Nhat Hanh on the subject of group meditation. In meditation, we can direct loving kindness and compassion to our loved ones. And when we are able to produce that energy of loving kindness and compassion in our heart, that energy will heal our own body-mind as well as the body-mind of our loved ones. So when you're ready to relax more deeply, just begin by noticing your breathing. With every in-breath, just feel the love and compassion that flows throughout this sacred space. Just feel that flowing out to every single cell, healing and nurturing every part of you. Every out-breath, just let that be a letting go kind of breath. Just releasing anything that isn't serving you, anything that isn't your highest good. Just let that all go with every out-breath. As we continue to breathe and feel that love and compassion flowing into our bodies, just be mindful of the love and compassion that is emanating from within us and expanding out in all directions around us. Love is the energy that propels that energy, that gives it its ability to change the things that aren't serving us into the things that are serving us and serving our highest good. So begin by allowing yourself just to visualize something, someone that represents love to you. That pure, unmitigated, unbounded, unconditional love. That can be a pet. Pets are great because they love us unconditionally too. We learn a lot from them. It can be a family member, a child, anyone that holds that special place in your heart, that no matter whatever happened with that individual, they could never do anything to reduce the level of love that you feel for them. And in fact, anything that ever happened would only increase that love. And just notice what that feels like. The bodily sensations that you're feeling as you cradle that energy of love for this one individual, one thing, one creature, whatever that is for you. Just take a few moments and just feel the depth of that love. And as you feel that, just feel that spreading out in all directions around you, forming a beautiful golden ball. And as you continue to breathe and become more and more relaxed and go into that space of even higher awareness, just see that energy flowing out of you like a fountain, a golden fountain, and those droplets of water spreading off in all directions. And as they come in contact with the other people around you, raising their level of awareness, lifting them up to a higher place of love and compassion. As we raise that level, it becomes exponentially stronger, glowing brighter and brighter, growing larger and larger. And just notice what that feels like. Now just allow yourself to feel an image come to your mind of that energy that flows within you, that beats your heart and breathes your lungs and does all the stuff you don't even think about, like letting your hair grow without you ever having to give it a thought. That part of you that watches every single cell in your body and orchestrates its every movement. It takes the air that you breathe and the fluid you drink and the food you eat, converts that into new cells and creates new DNA for you. Knows just how to program that DNA. And knows exactly the instructions to give the DNA. And does all of that without you ever paying a bit of attention to it. We also know that that energy doesn't communicate a lot with your conscious mind. And that's probably a pretty good thing, because you wouldn't want any negative thoughts affecting your physical well-being. But then some of them slip through. So this is what meditation is all about. Holding some intentions of good energy and allow that process to reverse itself. Reprogramming your DNA and your cells to overcome any of the programming that was given from people that didn't know any better. Those in your life that may have limited your belief system, giving you diagnosis and prognosis and anything, feeding you anything that wasn't your highest good, including very limiting thoughts and beliefs. But when you're in a meditative state, we can reprogram that, because your subconscious mind listens to that. And the same works for our planet and all the ecosystems on our planet, and every person on this planet and every animal. From this meditative state, we can reach out to them. So just allow an image to come to mind that can represent that energy within you that runs all of your bodily systems. And know that that's the same energy that orchestrates this planet, that tells trees how to grow and animals how to create new babies, guides salmon upstream, an infinite number of directions all going on simultaneously, guiding this planet, and galaxies and stars and nebulae. So this energy has unfathomable power. And intelligence and ability to communicate. It's just asking us at our deepest level what we would like. So now just allow an image to come to mind of a very large TV screen. And this screen plays like a movie, and it shows you all of the beautiful forests and rivers and streams on this planet, and all of the beautiful people and all the wonderful events taking place that make this planet what it is today. And also, every once in a while, they take a little side shot off to the things that our planet needs help with. People in need, deforestation, pollution, overpopulation, all of these things that are challenging us. But all these challenges are here for us, to help us to learn power of our energy field and the energy fields of all those around us. And we can connect with the energy fields of tens of thousands of other groups that are millions and millions of people. You can find lots of them on Facebook. I know it sounds simple, but it's mind-boggling the number of groups on something as simple as Facebook that allow hundreds of thousands of people to come together and hold intentional meditation and focus on bringing our planet to that place of the highest expression of what we really are. So just see all those faces and places and things on your imaginary television screen, and imagine that you've got a remote in your hand, and that you have a up and a down arrow on that remote. And that energy in your field, combined with all the other people that you're connecting with in this higher place, is all channeled through that remote. And you can aim it at the television screen in front of you, and whenever one of those little flashes comes on of something that is not your highest good, not in the highest expectation of what we want to see on our planet, unrest, violence, any of that, just click that up arrow on the remote and notice if it doesn't have an effect on anything negative that comes on your screen. And just allow that screen to keep running, and anytime something pops up on the radar that looks like less than your highest good and the highest good of all of us, just hit the up arrow again and boost that energy field of all those people that you're connected with. Maybe you'll even see some light emanating out of this remote and surrounding those visions that are not the highest good, and sort of enveloping them in the golden light of all that is. And just notice all the good things you're seeing on the screen beginning to get more and more numerous. Beautiful flowers, beautiful fields, beautiful forests, animals and creatures of all sizes that we had thought were endangered are now plentiful, finding habitat that they can live in. And humanity living together. In total harmony and sustainably. And anytime you feel like just pressing that up arrow again, just feel your energy field becoming stronger and stronger. But now notice something else. Notice that you're on that screen too. And notice what's happening to you as you send this energy out of love and compassion to everyone and everything on the planet. Notice what it's doing to you. You're becoming brighter. Your life is becoming more joyful, filled with abundance, prosperity, everything you need, love and compassion of others flowing towards you. Anything that is within your physical body is feeling less than your highest good. Just see that melting away and being replaced by beautiful white light that shines from the essence of all that is. That energy that created all things. You are affecting everything. The entire planet, and it's being reflected back at you. Bringing our planet to a new, higher level of awareness, consciousness, love, and compassion. Seeing anything that is remotely resembling negative energy, becoming filled with the light of all that is. And creating a beautiful cycle from you out to the universe, all around our planet, and back to you. Creating a beautiful circle of light and life and love. For any of you that would like one of us to come to you for hands-on energy work, you can raise your hand. If someone doesn't come to you immediately, you can lower it and wait a little while and someone will come to you. Know that while we are with you, we are holding the energy of your divine perfection and seeing you illuminating this entire planet with the light of all that is. Now from this place of quiet connection with all of humanity and every type of ecosystem on this entire planet. Feeling that energy flowing in and around you and back to you as that energy circulates, becomes the highest expression of what it really is, and continuing to evolve to higher states. Know that you are a key component in all of this. It all happens because of you. You can change the world. Close the meditation this evening with this insight from Larry Dossey. Scores of studies show how individuals who follow some sort of spiritual path in their life, and it appears not to matter which one, on average live longer and have lower incidences of major diseases in their life than those who do not. Now bringing our hands to our hearts and just allowing that loving energy to circulate in around us once more, taking a moment to nurture and love ourselves just the way we are. And remembering to take time each day to nurture and love ourselves and expand that energy level even further. Bring our fingertips to our forehead and take a bow to the highest aspect of who we really are. Coming back up, taking a bow to one another, wishing peace and happiness, peace and happiness, peace and happiness. Namaste. Thank you all for coming this evening and sharing your love.